It looks like the PlayStation 5 Pro has been leaked out by a gaming insider, Tom Henderson, which we'll be diving into in a minute, but the graphics look stunning for Grand Theft Auto 6. This is huge news. Hey, how's it going, guys? Dalton here with another video on the YouTube channel, and in today's GTA 6 video, we're going to be diving into the PlayStation 5 Pro, what it looks like, how great the graphics are, how great the GPU and CPU is actually for that console. We're going to be diving into all that today in this video. We're also going to be kind of going over some information that we found out from Tom Henderson, that he was the one that leaked out the PlayStation 5 Pro, and it looks like it was made personally for Grand Theft Auto 6, which is great news. That means that PlayStation 5 Pro has been in development ever since the original one, which is quite awesome. And I want to know from you guys in the comments down below, are you an Xbox person or are you a PlayStation? Let me know what you're thinking down there. I'd love to find out what team you're on. So before we get on this video, I want to show you guys kind of what the PlayStation 5 Pro is going to look like. You can clearly see it kind of looks like identical to the original one, but obviously I think this is still in release, so I don't think this is the final deal, but this is kind of a, behind the scenes look of what it is. You can see it's got a nice black layout. You can see that blue stripe right across from it. You can also see some other things, like there's also new designments up there, and then you have the PlayStation 5 Pro logo. This is absolutely exciting. I don't know how long I've been waiting for the PlayStation 5 Pro, and if you guys want my personal opinion, I am a PlayStation guy. I don't rarely play PlayStation 5 I don't really play Xbox, or originally don't play a lot of PC games unless it's like playing Fortnite or some of the other Call of Duty games that are actually recently come out. In my free time, I really kind of just mostly play PlayStation 5 and kind of do my running and errands. So really, I don't really pay attention to the Xbox very often, but this is the cool look at what the new generation is going to bring. This is what Tom Henderson said, the gaming insider of Rockstar Games. When it comes out, the PlayStation 5 Pro specs, 2 words: keep propping up 8K and ray tracing. We would expect these to be in 2 areas that Sony attempt to target with any form of re-advise the PlayStation 5 hardware. YouTuber Moore's Law is Dead has predicted that the PlayStation 5 Pro will be positioned as 8K. Console would go hand in hand with Sony's 8K TVs. While their current PlayStation 5 claim does not claim to have 8K compatibility, as we've seen a few gamers run at that resolution on the hardware. And then none of them are most graphically demanding titles of the console. By the end of this year or early next year, there should be a new AMD chips available for Sony to make use of its next hardware. The base PS5 currently using AMD Zen 2 base processor and then the RDNA 2 graphics on a custom chipset, but the PlayStation 5 Pro may instead sport the refresh Ryzen APU as suggested by Paul. And then Red Gaming Tech, like other recent Ryzen's APUs, the one in the PlayStation 5 Pro may even include the NPU, which is basically the processing unit, that according to rumors, it could be used to accelerate Sony's primarily machine learning to power upscaling technique. Most recently, a YouTuber has released and designed a spec sheet that suggests the PlayStation 5 Pro process could hit speeds well over 3.68 Hz. And of course, the terms of the graphics power in the GPU will portably be clocked at 2.7 Hz, which is bumped up to 2.2 Hz, as the PlayStation 5 current graphics processor is the same source and claims the total. So if you guys ain't big on like the technical things of PC like GPU and CPU, neither am I. I do have an uncle that is personally the best guy that I know that works on my computers. So if I have any problems with my computers or anything like that, I won't know anything about it to fix it or even work on it. So I just have him do it since he's an expert at that. So I'm sure a lot of you guys do not know a lot about computers, but 8,000 or 8K in graphics is going to make GTA 6 look absolutely stunning. Like, not gonna lie, you see GTA 5's graphics or you see the original on the PlayStation 5, this is gonna be a dream once you see these graphics, which is gonna be quite interesting to see what that is going to be. They also talked about some of the things that they've leaked out. They talked about how the processor is going to run even better, which is going to run 3.5 hertz with 2.2 hertz. So basically what that means is it's kind of just running the PC a little bit better for more gamers. So definitely looks really cool. I mean, I said PC, the PS5, sorry. I'm on PC right now, so that's why. So yeah, that's how that's going to ultimately work out, and it looks like it's going to run pretty smoothly. They also mentioned to say that earlier, a YouTuber actually talked about some of the developments and process that they're going to be using for the PlayStation 5 Pro, and it looks absolutely stunning, and it looks like this is going to be the real deal, and that is going to be coming shortly after GTA 6 releases. It's probably going to come when Rockstar Games issue a pre-order for GTA 6. We don't know, that hasn't officially been released, but otherwise it's going to be a great way and good quality for Grand Theft Auto 6, that's for sure. Of course, back to the article again, with compute power of the PlayStation 5 Pro, it will also have around 23 teraflops, the T-flops, which is more than the regular PlayStation 5's, 10.28 T-flops, and then 12 T-flops as well for the Xbox Series X. According to Paul's source, a revised PS5 console would also to offer significant stronger ray tracing performance. Ray tracing has become a bit of the marketing buzzword in the recent months, but it's essentially the rendering technique that produces more of the realistic lighting effects. Tom Henderson also suggests that the PlayStation 5 Pro will have strong focus on ray tracing, and that legendary PlayStation console architect Mark Crenny is involved in the creation of the hardware. So I'm sure a lot of you guys remember when GTA 5 first got its ray tracing update, where you can see the reflections. If your GTA Online character is like by a window, it will reflect in the ray tracing graphics. When that came out the first time in Grand Theft Auto 5 Online, we absolutely fell in love with it. Like, we were glad to have ray tracing on. It made the streets look a little bit better. It made the graphics for GTA 5 more realistic. So we definitely do love ray tracing. Well, this is going to be 100 times better in Grand Theft Auto 6. If you can picture Miami, Florida in real life, you can kind of get a good idea of what the graphics and ray tracing would look like for Grand Theft Auto 6. As personally as I've been to Miami, I've seen some of the scenery, like, you know, some of the waterfalls, some of the beaches. I've seen some other things like, you know, Port Gellhorn, which is not technically called that, but, you know, I've seen the down streets of Miami, and just the look over of how beautiful it is. The game is going to be great with that. And ray tracing, adding to the lighting and effect colors. We didn't get that right away for Grand Theft Auto 5, so it didn't make things look that great. But it looks like Tom Henderson also confirmed ray tracing is going to be a big part of GTA 6. And it looks like GTA 6 is going to be the best looking game out there out of all the Rockstar Games titles.